Hello and welcome to Special Edition. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulrahman participated in plenary session of the 5th annual meeting of the Board of Governors of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, EBRD, in Latvia. Foreign Minister displayed the economic impact of global conflicts and geopolitical tensions on countries worldwide, particularly developing nations. He also asserted that these crises affected trade flows, supply chains, energy and commodity markets. He confirmed the need for stronger international cooperation and enhanced support from multilateral financial institutions. He stressed the importance of regional economic integration in Africa to promote sustainable growth and investment. The minister praised EBRD's role in supporting private sector, sustainable infrastructure, energy security and essential services which contribute to promoting development efforts. He also welcomed EBRD's conflict response initiative for the Middle East, noting that this initiative reflects the importance of multilateral action in addressing regional and international challenges. And for more details, we're very delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Abdulrahman, the journalist, the writer and political analyst. Good afternoon, Mr. Abdulrahman.
A very good afternoon to you, hello to you and to the dear viewers.
Thank you so much for visiting or for sharing with us here in Special Edition and giving us some of your time. But let's now review the most important statements or highlights of the Egyptian Foreign Minister in EBRD. He talked about the crisis that have affected the trade and the flows and the supply chains and the energy and commodity markets, and he confirmed the need for stronger international cooperation to enhance the support from multilateral financial institutions. How is that going to happen?
Well, I believe that Egypt is one of the main countries that have suffered throughout the past crisis that hasn't been ended, by the way. The aggression, the Israeli and the American aggression against Iran, as well as all of the countries all over the world. And that's why we are up against a challenge that we have never witnessed before. That means we are confronting a crisis that the whole world is a part of. And of course, that was in the mind and in the heart of Minister Badr Abdulrahman while he is on his tour, starting with Korea, moving to Japan. Now, this is a very important conference with the European banks. I believe that the concept here is Egypt is absorbing investments and finance to our own lands, but only according to the terms that preserve our own identity, our own stability, our own strategy that should be based on investments, not loans, on building and constructing, not debts. I believe this is the main concept here, and of course, Egypt now today is realizing the importance of cooperating with the international institutes for finance, as well as the international partners in investments, and that is how we can enhance this cooperating levels for the benefit of our own economy, preserving at the same time our own sovereignty and not loading our burden with any more loans. I believe also that the international institutions are gaining trust in our own economy as long as we are observing the same concept, which is in enhancing and concentrating on long-term profitable projects, that sort of projects that can provide more work opportunities, and more cooperation between the private sector with the sector, the official sector that represents the state economy, creating what we really need to create in Egypt right now, which is building a stronger net of businessmen or industrymen instead of businessmen. When we create that elite, as I might say, but that doesn't mean the richest part. I'm talking about all of the country, all of the sectors of the society should be a part of this. We need to create that sector of industrymen, agriculturemen, who are concerned of establishing a great and a strong base of economy based on agriculture and industry. That's how we can deal with the institution, the financial institutions and organizations in Europe with a strong heart and with sovereignty and with feeling that we are, yes, we are on a crisis, and yes, we are challenging this crisis, but that doesn't mean we need you, but at the same time, you need us as an open market for investments, as a way to widen up the horizons of cooperation, as well as helping the world economy to revive from the crisis.
Right. In fact, ABRID has quite a role that was played in supporting the private sector, sustainable infrastructure, energy, security, and essential services that contributed to promoting development efforts. If you'd like to elaborate over that.
Well, these are all the same measures we are all developed in the past few years, and we have witnessed that. The whole world is witnessing that these fields were developed in Egypt on a large scale. But of course, we need more. The economy wheel never stops at one level. We need more. We need to enhance more of those measures with cooperating with our own partners. And of course, I believe that is the same goal of all countries that share us the same burden, that share us the same situation. We, as a country of the third world, we possess what not any other country should possess. In Egypt especially, we have fortune and we have raw materials and we have gold, have gas, we have oils that are not yet to be discovered. And in this matter, I should tackle on something very, very important here from my point of view, which is it's time for establishing a patriotic project, a patriotic company for extracting our own oil with our own selves, our own gas with our own selves, with our own gold with our own selves. That's how we believe, that's how I believe that we can preserve our own identity, preserve our own sovereignty, as well as standing tall. We are talking or negotiating with any financial organizations abroad, so they realize that we have our own assets, our own economical strength, our own economic credibility. That's how we can build the true sovereignty of our own economy. Building this company to get up our own oil, to use our own. We have the expertise since the 60s, by the way. We have expertise, we have the experiences, we have history in using our own fortunes, our own treasures, since the 60s. So all we need is to revive those experiences, develop it, re-establish this identity, this mentality, this strategy in Egypt, not depending on the foreign companies like whatsoever. I don't want to mention names, but it's time to make our own economy standing upon pillars of sovereignty, and this is the most important when you are negotiating with any other financial bank or financial organization.
Right. On that note, Mr. Amr Abdulrahman, the journalist, the writer, and the political analyst, would like to thank you so much for talking to us on